Hi there, I hope you're doing well. I thought today we'd take a quick look about using all of our fingers, because sometimes this little one gets left behind. So I'm first going to talk about the human hand and actually how it works. If you think of it, when we're playing guitar, we rarely think about the thumb, because that's on the back of the neck. And actually, the thumb is very important, as much as any of the other fingers are. When you go to grip something, you grip it with your thumb in the centre. When you bring your fingers closer together, you can see there, your thumb's in the centre. You don't bring your fingers over towards your thumb, you bring your thumb there to meet each finger. Okay? So when we're trying to get a good chord going, we want to make sure that that thumb is in the middle of that chord, kind of say. So if I make a bar chord here, just turn this camera on so you can see. So here's a G major bar chord, and my thumb is there on the back in the middle of the chord. Okay, it's basically behind my second finger, and that gets a nice even sounding chord. All that pressure is even throughout the fingers, and it's not as if I'm having to press against something. I'm not pushing against, I'm gripping almost. So that's the important thing as we do this. And now we're going to look at a few little exercises for our left hand, especially including these third and fourth fingers. A simple one you can do is to just walk up the first 4 frets. You can play the open string and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then go down to the next string. So on and so forth. Reach the top, back down. So you can just do it. It's one of those things that you find yourself doing even if you're just watching football or anything on TV or film. You can just sit and just do that, and that's a good way. And that just brings in your your little finger without you actually having to worry and think about that. So let's look a bit about stretching, and we're going to actually take a quick look at like a kind of simple 12-bar blues progression. And we're going to start, and we're only going to use our first, third, and 4th fingers here, and we're gonna play just the E and the A string. Okay, and we're going to start open on the E string, but first finger on 2nd fret, and I want this kind of sound. If you want to palm mute it, by all means go for it. Okay, just a nice downstroke, okay? And then I want you to go to 4th fret, still leaving the bottom E open. Okay, so you've got, that's without it palm muted. Okay, and then we're going to go little finger onto 5th fret of the A. Okay, so it's going. If you want to put the rhythm in, it goes ba 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 ba, all downstrokes. Excellent. And as we do that, my thumb is basically forming the middle of the chord. As I go to put down my little finger, I almost kind of want to bring my thumb even more over, closer in the middle of the chord. Don't be worried if your if your 3rd finger comes off the string when you go for that little finger on the 5th fret there. That's just your hand trying to compensate for that kind of unusual movement. Just stick with it. If it comes off, take it off. If it stays down, great, because it doesn't really matter, because the string's being stopped here, not here. So once that little finger's down, that's all that matters. So then we're going to take that shape and we're going to move up to the 4th chord of the progression. So that was technically playing like that that blues riff is over an E major, and now we're going to go over, well, it's actually a 5th because we're not playing the 3rd precisely. Now we're going to go up to the 4th chord of the scale, and that is an A. So what I want you to do now is the same principle, but basically we're treating this the 5th fret as our open fret. So we now got our 1st finger goes onto the bottom E, and then our 3rd finger goes onto the D string. The A string. It's getting confusing now because it's playing. Yeah. Cool. So now we go. Ah, you see? Because we've shifted positions slightly, you might be able to do this with your second finger if you've got a strong enough reach, and then in which case you basically repeat what we did before using second, third and fourth. But I find that it's easier to play this with the third finger here, and then so it goes, so that's bottom E there, 5th, and 7th on the A. Okay, and then you go up to the 9th with your little finger. So, and then stretch that little finger over to the 10th. Great. Again, remember where that thumb's going. Move that thumb along with it. Okay, and then a bit of relief because we go back down to the E. And then finally we start the same as we've just done from the 5th fret, but we just move that up to 7th fret, and then we start again for the B chord. Drop it down to the A, 5th fret, and back down to the bottom. Great, so that's just a simple, brilliant little blues motif you can do to really stretch out that hand. Remember, thumb in the middle, and just try get those as much stretch as you can. If it hurts, stop. Try again later on, because it will. You're stretching your hand like you're not really used to. So yeah, good luck, happy playing. Any questions, just give me a shout. Thanks now.